Leanne, you've got some pretty famous fans. Reese Witherspoon, Paula Dean, Dr. Phil. They're all big fans of yours. How does that feel?
Well, let me tell you, little Dr. Phil, when I was at a one of those horror competitions that I talk about in my act, in Atlanta with my baby, and she was in 6th grade, and Dr. Phil's people called. My manager goes, "How do you know Dr. Phil?" And I go, "I don't know Dr. Phil." And he goes, "Well, they want you on the show on Monday." And I flew to LA to do it. It was a very lighthearted segment. And Robin, his wife, said, "Leanne, he watches you all the time." And I was like, "Dr. Phil watches me?" I mean, that was crazy. And then Paula Dean was going to play my mother on ABC. I had a deal with ABC and Warner Brothers for a sitcom, and Paula was going to play my mother. And that's how we met. And she kind of interviewed me and said, I remember she had a cigarette and a Pepsi, and she said, "Tell me who you are." And I told her, and she goes, "I believe you. Okay, I'll play your mother." And then, we were fast friends. And I opened for her for years and did several Food Network shows with her. And Paula was really good to me. And I met so many people through her and all of that. It's so nice when somebody who's made it pulls somebody else up. And then, and I hope I can do that for people. And then Reese Witherspoon. Okay, I've got a good friend in Nashville, Hugh Hauser, who is so funny. So funny.
I know
he is you do?
I don't know him personally, but I know who you're talking about. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. So funny. He does a Reba McEntire impersonation that'll blow your mind. And he's good friends with Reba. And Hugh and he met me backstage at he's a planner, event planner, and he was doing a big thing. And I was opening for Darius Rucker or a Lady Antebellum. I did it 2 years, and he was back there in a boot cut jean and his hair blown out. And we met, locked eyes, and fell in love, and have been best friends ever since. And he's a lot younger than me, and but we've just always hit it off. And sometimes he'll open for me. Sometimes he'll do a little comedy and open for me. But what was I saying? What were we talking about? Something about Hugh. Oh,
he introduced you to Reese?
Yes, thank you. He knows everybody. And he said, "Leanne, I've showed the video of old people going to concerts to Janine and Ronnie Dunn." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, Hugh, why did you do that? I don't want Ronnie Dunn to think I was talking about his little legs and his hair plugs." He goes, "No, he's not." He goes, "But they've become big fans, and they're hosting a CMA after party with Reba, and they want you to come." And I was like, "What?" So I had to go to a hotel room. I'd been taking care of my little elderly mom and daddy. And I went to a hotel room and lay down for like 2 hours to try to get myself together because these movie star people stay out all night. So the party didn't even start till 10 or 11 after the CMA Awards. So I went to this thing, and y'all would not even believe who all was there. It was crazy. And I met little Reba. Reba goes, "Who are you?" Everybody goes, "Who are you?" Anyway, she was yummy. Her fanny you could fit her little tiny fanny into, like a sunglass case. I don't even know. So anyway, little Reese Witherspoon was there, who is the same size as a child. And he said, "Leanne, Reese, this is my friend Leanne." And she intently looked at me, and I said, I don't know what I said, something about my mama's been sick and had a stroke, was at Vanderbilt. And she said, "What has happened to your mama?" So she locked eyes with me and talked to me for a long time. And I thought she was precious. And then, I went home, and all of a sudden she started following me. And I didn't even know if she'd remember me. And I started doing those back porch little videos, no makeup on, looking like a picked jaybird. And I would say, "Well, I've made a Jell-O salad. Well, I made a chicken pot pie. Well, during the pandemic, I didn't even know anybody's listening." And she messaged me and said, "Leanne, you are helping people, and you need to keep doing it." And I was like, "What?" I was so nervous. And I said it. I showed it to my middle child in communications, and I went, "Look at this." She goes, "Be cool, girl. Be cool." She goes, everybody take a breath." And so ever since then, Reese will go message me, and she's living in Nashville, and And so I hope that I get to see her again. But anyway, she's been darling to me.
Is she doing
Darling.